Good morning, guys. So we're in Cologne, or rather West Cologne, and there's my bike, and there's my bike on the other side of the window. So had a great stay in the hotel. Didn't sleep as much since I was like sleeping from 12 to I would say like 6:30. But yeah, everything's packed and ready to go. Today's the last day of the trip, 250 kilometers, which is much more chill than yesterday. And I'm gonna try to do a bit of sightseeing, which is to say to see like the Kölner Dome before I leave. But otherwise, just following the Rhine River all the way down to Mainz, and then the Main River all the way to Hanau. So should be a great day. Perfect weather too, 29-degree max, which may be the coldest day of the entire trip. So I can't complain.
All right, guys. So you can see above me this tower, which I assume is called the T-Mobile Tower, since it has a very large T-Mobile logo on top of it. These trees are giving a bit of shade, unfortunately, but yeah, essentially I'm going to do two tourist things before I leave Cologne, which is to say go to the
turn right onto Sibelrither Strasse,
the cathedral, as well as this one famous bridge, which I'll show you guys. And there you guys go, the tower, which we just passed by. Alright guys, check this out. Awesome. I think this is Gothic, and I can understand why it's so popular. Looks like it's closed, but I think the outside is the best part anyways. Alright guys, breakfast at the Kölner Dome, and then after that should get to the Rhine River to start the trip for real today. Alright guys, this bridge that I'm passing by is one of the top 3 recommendations from ChatGPT, and I was wondering why, and now it's quite apparent. It seems to be like a love bridge. I actually have never seen one of this magnitude. Like literally there's not a single square centimeter of free space. But the cool thing is now we're crossing the Rhine River, and as soon as I cross it, I'm going to turn right, which will bring me southwards, since I'm now going onto the east bank of the river. And then from there, the next stop will be Bonn. Alright guys, so I'm now in Bonn, the former capital of West Germany, and that's the Beethoven House. That's my bike. Apparently in 1889, this house was going to be demolished, but then some citizens made an association to conserve it. And he was born in 1817 on December 17th in this house, although it seems to definitely have been renovated, because this doesn't look like it was built in the 19th century. And then otherwise, it has the largest collection of Beethoven objects in the world and memorabilia, and also it's a research center. So with my bike, I don't think I'll go inside, but still pretty amazing to be in the presence of the birthplace of Beethoven. Alright guys, it's down.
restez sur la droite.
And still along the Rhine, of course. There's like a set of 4 airplanes there that are going in formation. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but kind of like maybe they're going to an air show. And then the one thing that's kind of crazy though is my legs are dead. So I feel like I've done a few bicycle rides before where I've ate nothing, and like after 100 kilometers just die. And I kind of feel like that, even though
Dans 2¼ kilomètre, tournez légèrement à gauche.
Sandwiches. But yeah, definitely really tired. Right now the ETA is 10 p.m., but that does not include breaks. So unless I go faster than usual, then I'll be arriving after 10 p.m. As of right now, I'm not able to go faster than usual. But there's a supermarket coming up soon where I'm going to definitely eat a lot of food. And hopefully it's a nutrition problem and not just like a pure muscle being tired, but that could very well be the case, since I did do my longest ever bike ride yesterday. Alright guys, we made it to the store. 1 liter of chocolate milk, which only is in Germany. They don't have that anywhere else. Nectarines, 1 kilogram, so we'll see if I can finish that honestly. Banana, and this is for the road. Let's go. Alright guys, so the time is 3:38 p.m. There's a few castles here, so there's one right there. There's one to the left. I had a pretty bad stomach ache earlier today, and then also after eating those nectarines. Turns out that nectarines seem to have like a laxative effect. Sorry for the details, but I went to the washroom and now all is well. But for a few hours there, I was definitely suffering in the stomach. Yeah, and I've already gone through Koblenz, which is the last big city until Frankfurt. So now it's pretty much just following the Rhine until like Mainz and Frankfurt region. Alright guys, it's 5:50. I stopped at the store for ice cream break. Let's go. And I'm in this really nice part of the Rhine Valley called like the Lionberg or something. It starts with an L. Very beautiful. Lots of castles. I passed this by the city called St. Goar, G-O-A-R, which is very beautiful. And yeah, gonna finish this ice cream, which is very good given the conditions of warm weather and biking. So wish you could enjoy this with me. Alright, check this out guys. We're in Mainz. Actually, that's funny, that's the CDU building, which is Angela Merkel's party, which is no longer in power, but anyways. And I think I'm at the confluence of the Mainz and the Rhine. Sorry, the Main and the Rhine. Kind of hard to tell, but I see a big body of water that doesn't really look like a river, but rather like this kind of mix up. So I think that's where I am. And I assume I have to cross the bridge soon. And I'm even seeing a Frankfurt airport sign, so it's amazing. And I'm so excited to almost be back. All right, guys. I believe that there is the Main River on the right. And that's the Rhine, which I'm now crossing right now for the last time of the entire trip. Pretty surreal. And really nice sunset and weather. Everything is perfect. And I think the sun, well, right now it's still in the sky, but once it starts setting, it's gonna be really beautiful. Wow, is Frankfurt nights at dusk. Look at that. So, Frankfurt done. We're not done, but passing through. And that's a university. And that's LMU University. And then
Dans une moitié kilomètre, tournez les...
What's going on guys? I just finished. I'm now gonna shave my beard so that I don't look like this anymore. And I got home about like 15 minutes ago, and it was really nice because since my mom had access to find my iPhone, my family was waiting at the driveway to cheer me on or to congratulate my arrival, so that was awesome. I think it's like something like 3,000 kilometers in total that I did, but I still need to verify by adding up everything. And yeah, getting back, it became dark, so I just had to be careful. But since I was on all of the side streets, or which is to say like the pedestrian / bicycle routes, like it wasn't dangerous, I just had to slow down at the end. So I think I got back around like slightly past 11 p.m. And I'll probably film a video tomorrow when it's daylight with like a recap and also like show my bike and show my shaved appearance so you guys see what I look like after that. But that's all for now. And today was a successful day. I think I did over 260 kilometers. So I think that was like the fourth highest mileage day, but the last 2 days was 566. So that was definitely the biggest 2-day stretch of the trip. And yeah.
What's going on, guys? So I haven't recorded that video that I said that I would about the trip update. About the trip recap. But I would want to give an update quickly that I'm back in the United States now, and more particularly, I am back in San Francisco. So you can see here it says, "Welcome to the US," and it's gonna be really interesting because I'm gonna have to take apart my bike and put my bike together here in the airport and then go home with it. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. And all right, guys, so I had to stop recording the last video because I just went through border security, but you can see the bike here arrived. Looks like that it's not broken, so although the lid is open. Holy cow. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, guys, you can see that this is the condition of the bike. There's one big problem, which is that the tape did not last the flight, and even the box is kind of warped, I'm not gonna lie. But otherwise it looks like everything is still in there, and that the bike looks to be in fine condition, so that's good. Otherwise, yeah, the problem is that at the Frankfurt airport, I thought that they would also want to inspect my bike manually, like was the case in Canada, but it turns out that wasn't the case, and we actually didn't bring any tape to close it back up, because in Canada they had tape, but here they didn't. But anyways, I'm now gonna assemble the bike once I get out of the airport check-in, and then leave from there through the metro. Alright guys, so now that I'm outside of like the baggage check and everything, less stress. Once again, the bag is absolutely destroyed, so never use these more than twice. I think actually once is even like it should be only used once. Like you can see that it's bulging out the sides, and that the holes have kind of developed even worse than before, but somehow my bike still came in one piece, which I am thankful for. And I thought that some things had gone missing, which that may actually have gone missing. I'm not 100% sure. So that's what I'm gonna look through now, but at least the bike is there. So in the worst case scenario, I think I may have like lost a tool or so, but yeah, actually right now I'm literally gonna put the bike together. So I'll show you guys the finished product. Hi guys, so that was not, like quicker than I expected, to be honest. There's the empty box now. And once again, I asked for the forgiveness of the San Francisco airport, because unfortunately I'm just gonna leave it here. But at least it's not like a big mess. All you have to do is just grab it and put it in the recycling. There's like my accessories. It looks like everything's there. And then there's the bike itself, which looks to be in good condition. So let's freaking go. Now it's just time to get into BART and get back to the city. Okay, so I've just arrived in San Francisco, and it turns out that through this hole that was made in my bike box right here, most likely, I have lost both my pedals. Both of my pedals are gone. You can see they're not along with my tools, and then my toolbox is also gone, which is worth itself quite a lot of money. So those are the only two things which I've lost, which is to say the toolbox with my bike tools, as well as the bike pedals. Now in the train. Alright guys, it's now 5:30. The BART was a bit hectic because it's literally rush hour, but I'm back at work now, and it's gonna be really funny to see all my coworkers again after an entire month of being away from work. And I'm about to see them all in a few seconds, so that'll be funny. And now we're here.